Our tax code is not consistent with the needs of the modern economy. And in fact, our state income tax rates were put in place 45 years ago in 1972, and they have not come down a lick since. Meanwhile, states around us have been moving, becoming more competitive, and we need to have tax relief at the state income tax level for individuals. Now, the reason I have putting forward a plan to cut our individual income tax rates by 10% across the board, the first cut in our rates in 45 years, phased in responsibly over 3 years and based on revenue triggers so we protect core government functions. But the reason I wanted to bring down the individual income tax rates is because the vast majority of small business owners don't pay a corporate income tax rate, they pay the individual income tax rate. S-corps and LLCs and sole entrepreneurs pay in the individual code, not the corporate code. And our top rate of 5.75% hits 7 out of 10 Virginia taxpayers. And if it's hitting 70% of Virginia taxpayers, you know it's hitting 98, 90% of Virginia's small business owners paying in the individual code. That is burdensome and hindering to small business formation and expansion. And so by bringing that rate down 10% across the board over the 3-year period, the effect of that, according to an independent econometric analysis, would be the creation of more than 53,000 new additional good-paying, full-time, private sector jobs all across Virginia. That's a 25% increase over our current projections. We need those jobs. We need those economic opportunities. We need to bring down our individual income tax rate here in Virginia for the first time in 45 years. And my plan would do that in a responsible manner. But in addition to that, the state income tax, we need to work with the localities on their business taxes, which are antiquated as well. Many of them, some of them rooted in the War of 1812, but our business, professional, and occupational license tax, which in most cases, in many instances, is a tax on gross receipts, on first dollar generated. That is a tax that is crib death for small business formation and entrepreneurship and being able to get a new business up and running. We need to take a look at that, and we need to identify maybe more productive ways either to reform their B-poll or to replace their B-poll. If you look at the machinery and tools tax on advanced manufacturing essentially, making it harder for us to foster good-paying jobs in advanced manufacturing across the Commonwealth. The merchant capital tax has an impact on small business as well. And so those three in particular of the local business taxes, we need to work with, and I would work with, our cities and counties and towns to identify more productive means of business taxation that don't have the stifling effect they do on business formation and job creation. And I would sunset those taxes at the end of a 3-year period and work with the cities and counties to identify better means of taxation for them that would help us work together, state and local level, and I'd have an advisory committee of mayors and chairs to work with me in this regard to try to make sure that at both the state level and the local level, we have a system of taxes that fosters job creation, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and unleashes economic growth in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Some of these cities and counties may conclude at the end of that 3-year period that the system they have in place is the best system for them, and I will respect that. But I suspect a lot will find other means of taxation that will help them fund their essential services and their government at the same level, but with the opportunity to create more jobs and opportunities.